On Saturday at 2:31 p.m., the world lost a light. Our dear brother, and I lost a piece of myself. He lived, he loved, he laughed, and in every heartbeat he left behind, he lives still. The moments we shared, the lessons he gave without knowing, and the quiet strength of his presence will echo in me forever. We'll come into this world not knowing how long our path will be, but my brother walked his path with courage and soul. Now he walks ahead into a place beyond pain and time, where peace is no longer a hope, but a home. Rest well, my brother. Until we meet again, beyond the veil, I will carry you in everything that I do. Thank you.
All protocol observed. Good afternoon. Hi, Cedric. One last game, one last journey. My cool big brother. He was one of the biggest people I knew. After my dad, he walked into Nakasero when I was a child and filled the room. The star of the game, the pride of his father and mother, who he loved. As a child, I used to tag along with my older siblings to lots of places. One of them was Kampala Club. I watched him play tennis. Damn, I had to do that as well. Well, I tried, but that's a story of another day. Full of life and the life of a party. Do us proud up there and keep looking out for your baby sister, who's now really looking for a light in this situation and seeing none. Rest in peace, Cedric. I think you're home now.
Good afternoon, everyone. So for me, growing up with Cedric as my big brother made me feel like the luckiest girl in the world. He was everything I admired: handsome, brilliant, endlessly talented, and somehow, even more than all that, he was kind. I carried that pride with me everywhere we went. He was my big brother, and I loved him with my whole heart. I still remember how I clung to his legs and sobbed every time he left for university in the States. He was off to play tennis, to chase dreams that were bigger than we could even imagine back then. And I was just his baby sister who didn't want to let go. I never really stopped wanting to hold on. We had our rhythm, our own shared secret language, bonding over rap music, especially Tupac. We were drawn to the truth in his words, the rebellion, the rawness of soul. That music was our bridge between thoughts, between generations, and between hearts. Years later, after I finished my first degree and wasn't sure where life would take me, Cedric, being Cedric, did only what he could do. He made room for me in his world. He brought me into his company, Kinetic Management Group, and gave me a title that sounded far more impressive than anything I was doing. Mostly, I think, to get mom off my back. But what he really gave me was time, proximity, presence, and man, am I glad that he did. I got a front row seat to his mind, his creative spark, to his beautiful genius. Beneath the Lies, Friday Night Lights, Kribuga, whatever he touched, he brought it to life. He lit up every room he entered and somehow always made space for everyone else to shine. We worked hard, but we laughed harder. We celebrated every win, spent money too fast, made plans too big. He'd grown, pretend to be the responsible one, but he always joined in. He always led the way. And during those kinetic days and long after, Cedric was my person, my anchor. We spoke nearly every day. Sometimes about work, sometimes just to check in. Even when there was nothing urgent, we'd still end up in each other's space. That was our way. And sometimes we'd say nothing at all and just sit side by side in silence. That kind of peace is so rare. I miss him more than I could put into words. I miss him more than I can bear. When I moved to Nairobi, he came to visit with his sons. And just like that, he became everyone's brother. He stole some of my friends, especially the guys. But that was Cedric. Magnetic, generous, so full of love, so full of life. He made everyone feel like they belonged. And then, when he got sick and was brought to Nairobi, something even more extraordinary happened. His friends, Simon Bujingo, Alan, Costa, Humphrey, Sam, Gala, Ricky, Andy, Seymour, they didn't just visit, they showed up again and again. They became our family, my bonus brothers. And our sisters, Julie, Kathy, Una, Wendy, Dutch, Sandy, Asmer, Philly, and so many others carried us with tenderness, with strength, with relentless love. They carried the weight we couldn't hold. To each of you who walked with us, prayed with us, sat with us, held our pain by loving Cedric, you loved us. And we felt it, every bit of it. I couldn't thank you enough. To our family, our cousins, our sisters, our aunts, our uncles, and our mother, thank you. You stood tall through unbearable heartbreak. You showed up even when it hurt to breathe. Those hospital days were anything but quiet. At one point, I even started taking notes because of the scenes. They were so chaotic, so full of color and character. And you said he would laugh hysterically once he got better. So many strong personalities in one room. Panic, prayer, pacing, arguing, hugging, crying. It was beautiful madness, just like Cedric. And in the center of it all was Cedric, surrounded again, mostly by an army of women, his sisters, his aunts, his cousin. I can almost hear him chuckling, saying, Siki, these people are too much. But all of it, the noise, the tension, the laughter, the prayers, it came from one place, love. Fierce, undiluted, all-consuming love for our Cedric. His final month wasn't easy, but it was full of presence, full of light, full of people, full of him. His final set, because that's what it really was, the last and most epic battle. We had plans, a barbecue once he got better. He wanted a celebration for all the people who showed up. He wanted to thank each and every one of them. And though that gathering is happening without him now, I know he's smiling, because if there's one thing Cedric did effortlessly, it was bring people together. Unity, that's his legacy. And perhaps the most beautiful part of that legacy lives on through his 3 sons, my beautiful nephews. Cedric loved you so much with his whole being. He spoke about you with so much pride, about your hearts, your gifts, your futures. He wanted to give you the world, and somehow he will, still, through us. Every time I look at them, I see him, I hear his laughter, his calm, his strength. Maybe this is how the universe keeps balance. Maybe heaven just couldn't wait. But his boys won't walk this road alone. Nor will you, Allison. We are here, an army, a village, for them, for you, always. And I can't speak about Cedric without honoring the woman who loved him first and most, his mother, our mother. Said he was unapologetically a mommy's boy, her only son, the one who made her a mother. Mom, thank you so much for your strength, for your faith, for your love that never wavered. I truly believe Cedric's fight, the reason he held on for as long as he did, was because of you. You gave him everything, you always did. And now we will give everything back to you. We will hold you up the way you held him. I miss my brother. I miss my voice, his quiet wisdom, the way he put a hand on my shoulder and say, come on sis, it'll be okay, I'm here. But he's not. And it's a kind of pain I don't know how to carry. Still, I was there from the first day he came to Nairobi when he landed, to the very last on May 31st when he took his last breath. And on June 1st, I signed him out and took him to rest. He fought with courage, with dignity, with that quiet, stubborn Cedric strength. And though he will take a piece of me with him, I will carry him in the way I live, in how I love, in how I show up for his boys, for our family, for myself. I will carry every shared laugh, every long talk, every moment of silence that felt like peace. Because I will always be his little sister, and he will always, always be my heart. Rest well, my Sedi. You are so loved, and you always, always will be. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anisha, and I'm one of Cedric's little sisters. But truthfully, he wasn't just our big brother. He's our second father, our protector, our calm, our joy, our gahubuku. There's so many stories, too many memories, too much love to even capture in one moment. But today, I'll try my best. I remember when Cedric started Friday Night Lights. He'd meet up with his boys at Gatomato, and without fail, complain with a mischievous grin, "These girls, I hustle, I make money, and they finish it all in one night." But we knew the truth. He loved it. He loved being our provider, our safe space, our ride or die. He gave without keeping count. He didn't just raise us, he lifted us. He protected us. He carried us through storms we didn't even know were coming. And he extended that love to all of our friends too. If you were loved by us, you were loved by Sedi. Now one thing, because I think we need to laugh a little bit, one thing Sedi never let us forget was that he was kind of a big deal. He'll tell us, his sisters, that people always said he was the most handsome man in Kampala. And we, his sisters, would laugh and say, "Oh, okay, Sedi, calm down. You're not that big of a deal." But now here we are, seeing the sea of people who've come to honor you. It's overwhelming. It's humbling. So today, Sedi, yes, you are quite a big deal. And yes, you're not only the most handsome man, not just in Kampala, but in the world. To Sedi's cousins, aunties, uncles, relatives, thank you. Thank you all so much. We prayed hard, we fought hard. He was the first baby in many of our homes, and he loved reminding us that he was the special one. And he truly was. Just look around. So many of us from so many places, all here for him. Sedi, you really were our family's anchor, and our hearts bleed knowing you're gone. To my siblings, I don't know how we're going to move forward without him, but what I do know is we're going to do it together. We've cried, we've held each other, we stood strong, and I see his spirit in every single one of you. We were his pride, and now we must carry his legacy. To his boys, the Costas, the Humphreys, the Allens, you know who you are. And I'm going to say the sister boys, Judy, Muna, all of you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for doing all you could do to save him. For visiting him, for loving him like only you could. You were such a huge part of his world. And even in losing him, we have gained family, brothers and sisters for life. And I'm so proud to know each one of you. To Alison, my sister, you are a mighty, mighty woman. You stood in the fire with him and you never flinched. You fought with everything you had. You even became a certified doctor. Girl, you did. You gave him comfort and laughter and peace. You made his home. Thank you for loving him so deeply and so fearlessly. Thank you for our boys. We will love and protect him with all we've got, Alison, I can promise you that. Sedi brought joy to everything, even in the things we resisted. I remember when Mom finished the house in Bihari and would force us to go for the holidays. You know, we'd roll our eyes and complain, but not Sedi. Sedi made it fun. He'd wake up in the morning, music blasting, yelling, "Oliver, Oliver, Chiwala, come out and join us," onto the balcony like it was a concert. Then the day would unfold, laughter on the veranda, endless stories with our cousins and siblings, and always a dance before we went to bed. And then came the three greatest gifts that he has left us. Amani, Killian, and my baby Shema, my sweet nephews. I look at you and my heart aches. But I also see him, his spirit shining through each of you. Amani, you carry his quiet strength and steady calm. Killian, his fierce drive and unshakable determination burn in you. And Shema, you hold his gentle, loving heart. Because of you, Sedi lives on for that, and I am forever grateful. We will try, I promise. We will raise you in his love, carry you in his joy, and remind you every single day how deeply you are loved. You'll never walk alone. Sorry, I'm going on, but sorry. I want to take a moment to speak about the bond between Gahu and Mami. The man, Sedi, is a true reflection of her love, her strength, and sacrifice. He was an unapologetic mommy's boy, and proudly so, and he never wavered on that. They were a true tag team. Anyone who knew Sedi knew that his mom was the heart of his world. She stood in the center of everything he did and every life he touched. To mommy, mama, our rock, thank you. You are his strength, his safety, his everything. Your golden boy, your prince of Bihari. You fought so hard for him. You loved him with a depth that words could never touch. I can't begin to imagine your pain, but I know this. You gave him your all, and he knew it. We all did. We'll try, Mama, to love you, protect you, and be there for you in every single way that he was. To everyone here today, and those who walked with us in this last month, thank you.
Arguing, laughing at me, and asking me if I'm okay, when you were the only one hurting all along. You should be here, and I don't know how to live in a world that doesn't have you in it, but I will keep going because I know you want me. You'd want me to. And I will keep loving you with everything I have, even if it has nowhere to land anymore. I will carry you, Sedi, Gahungu, in every breath, in every version of myself that came from loving you. You're not gone, you're just out of reach, and I love you fiercely and endlessly. To my three nephews, I have a lot of nicknames for you. Mani Mani, your auntie loves you. Kili Kili, Nikinok, as your dad would call you. Always know I'm a call away. And I promise you I will not take your father's place, but I'll do everything possible to make sure that you have everything and anything you'd ever need, including all the love. To my baby Shem, your auntie loves you. My little pumpkins, as I always call you, know that I'm here and I'm only a minute away, an airplane away. I love you, I love you, I love you. To everybody who came to the hospital, I'll give a brief overview. I accompanied my mom to Kigali on the 26th of April, and we were talking to, we were actually very disobedient visitors, because Cedric always wanted to have his family about. We talked to him through windows. Kigali, I think they were so fed up of us. Nairobi, the same thing. We would take food to him in the hospital because he refused to eat the hospital food. He had this thing where he would say, Chuala, come and rub my feet. I've never rubbed anybody's feet. But for him, he needed it, and he needed it every time we sat down. He wanted massages on his backs. He wanted to walk in the corridor with his arm looped over you, and he told me, and I'm going to say what he said to me on Monday when we put him back on the dialysis machine. He sent for me and said, Chuala, the medicine is not working. And I said, no, it is. He said, no. This iron medicine is not working. All I ask is that God gives me 5 more years. It broke me, and I prayed so hard for within the 5 days that came, but said he left. And as we gathered to watch him take his last breath, it was the most painful thing to go through. Gahungu, you are loved, loved, and loved. And if love could have kept you, you would still be with us today. I love you.